Okay, guys, so we're gonna do a live analysis of iPet Goat 2. I don't know if you've seen this video before, but it's really fascinating. It's really hard to give even any background on it because it's like this really mysterious video, like everything about it. But it definitely seems to be symbolic, obviously, and telling some kind of story. You could It's pretty ominous. You could read it in a kind of negative light or in a good light, and it's been interpreted every kind of different way. So I've watched it dozens of times over the years since it's come out, and still hard to make heads or tails with a lot of things. But let's just go through it. So I'm gonna be pausing and breaking things down. This is just like a live interpretation. So obviously, some prison or camp of some sort. Prisoner, guard dog, goat with a barcode. That's the mark of the beast. A lot of this video is about Revelation. This horned beast does kind of pertain to the devil. Also, there's like this snow theme throughout everything. So obviously, this looks like a concentration camp or something like that, where people are like in boxes in like a prison encampment of some sort, and they are wearing the mark. So this is at a specific time. If you don't know biblical prophecy, then none of this is going to resonate. But this is it's a prophecy in Revelation. So that's the mark. Probably the biggest thing to take. He's under a spell or a hypnosis or something. There's some kind of anagram, some kind of something with iPet Goat 2. This isn't the second one, it just shows the two. This is obvious. The devil that is in the world, this is also biblical scripture, is controlling the world. He's in the world, and he's obviously puppeteering, controlling this, and he's married to money, okay? And he's got blood on his hands. And none of this is definitive. Okay, obviously this president was just a dunce cap puppet. Okay, obvious. If you're not on that level, then probably just don't even need to be watching this. So he says, "Fool me once here, shame on me." Okay, shame on you. There's a background story going on here. Okay, something about "fool me again" or something like that. But he's blaming the people. He's playing a trick on us. Okay, there's also a lot going on here in symbolism. This is the school where he was when he was reading during the World Trade Center bombing. So, but everything here. So, I've been in digital art, CG art, for years now, and everything that you see is deliberate. Okay, and that's what's also so mysterious about this video is no one ever like there's no like interview as far as I know of the person or people who are behind making this, and any details are really loose, which is really weird because this is a production. Like this took a lot of time, a lot of man hours, a lot of very deliberate effort to make every single thing in here. So these pins are probably related to something, some kind of events of what's going to be happening. The snow is, like I said, a very constant theme. This fire, this shark, this evolution puzzle. There was like a penis up there, hearts over here, a heart here. I don't know what this means at all, but something F, I don't know what that is, equals negative F, a fracture between the two hemispheres of the brain, a devil or a demon or a serpent in the right hemisphere of the brain, checkered floor. So all things to like look at. I don't know what any of it means, honestly. He's doing a kind of a, all right, so he pulls a trick here. And boom, now he's this. There's an owl up there. Oh yeah, this guy all smiles. He didn't have more blood on his hands than almost any president in history. There was a 101 or something like that on the prompt. So he's like reading from a prompt. And also tons of some symbolism in this video or in this image. And this is the most mysterious to me of the whole video. I can't make heads or tails of any of this. I don't know who this girl is. She's very clearly white, Aryan, blonde hair, blue-eyed, has an apple like Eve in a circle, maybe a circle of protection of some sort. But she seems to get sick, and then she drops the apple. I don't know if she's like losing her innocence or something like that. And I don't know what all these weird empty face things are. The bunny represents to me some kind of fruitful childbearing, something like that. Replication, reproduction. Alright, it gets dark. The light shines on her. There's an exit sign. Yeah, she seems to lose that life of some sort. But I don't know what that says either. LC. He's stepping on a coin. I'm pretty sure that's Obama. And then so this is like a lotus flower. So a symbol of awakening, of birth, and he's sweating it. He does not. It scares him. All right, so here's the physical world. Psalm 23, I think that's, yeah, either way I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. So I think this is a good prophetic video. So here's the Twin Towers. It's a really good depiction. Again, if you're not in the know, like, you guys gotta wake up. Okay, it's you can even see it's depicting the live footage of the bombs of the building collapsing the building before the collapse. Boom. Boom, boom. There could always be symbolism and all this stuff. Like I said, everything here is extremely deliberate. There's probably symbols in or letters or something here. I think this is a Native American deity. I don't know much about him, but he also seems to be connected to the people who are dying and killing themselves, committing suicide during this time, jumping down. Remember, like 3,000 people died during this time, 2,900, something like that, in multiple buildings. Alright, this is where it gets really interesting. This is like the river Styx, river of death, something to that effect. This looks like a sea of oil. This looks like the Islam regime. This looks like I forgot his name. Osama bin Laden, who was an agent for working for CIA. But obviously lots of oil symbolism here. This is really, like, these things have been like popping up, you know, something's going on always in the East with the wars and the oil. It looks like it's trickling now. It's coming to a trickle. Here, obvious symbolism. Again, if you're not savvy to a lot of things, America has, it's not anti-Semitic or anything to say anything that I'm saying here. It's just an evident reality that there is a very large Jewish influence in our country. A lot of people with Jewish citizenship are in big roles in America. So it falls, America's falling. Some kind of birth or baby inside of, looks like the third eye, the pineal gland, and then you have this demon TV screen. This is Anubis. I don't know. Like I said, it's off the top of my head. But this looks like Jesus, obviously. And then here's this demon. Jesus is sleeping. This demon has something up with his eye, like an eye messed up. And here is like us, you know, we're these kids, these broken kids in the world. And this thing is just got its spell on us. We're all controlled by these screens. Bombing, obviously, of the Islamic nation. I'm not sure what that symbol meant. This is, again, another deity. Looks like a war in the Middle East. Potentially a very nasty war. Also symbolic of Mary with baby Jesus, or not her, but not her son. But, you know, this could be pertaining to things that are happening right now with, you know, innocents dying in war. Again, there's like this whole oil theme, this whole snow theme. So something going on over there. Not sure what it says on this beetle, if that's a symbol or not. But here's this poor kid, messed up eye. This looks like some kind of collapse of the African nations. I forget what those guys are called. Obviously another collapse of the Soviet Union. Looks like a very specific type of toxic. And this, so there's an A. Looks like maybe anarchy. I don't know if you can see a symbol in this, but like I said, everything here is deliberate. This seems to be like some kind of peaceful protester, or I don't know, but they're waving white flag. You know, something's going down here. Got a tiger, a year of the tiger maybe. All these tattoos. This is obviously death, and death is celebrating. Lots of death. This is a huge death. Jesus still coming through this river of death in a trance or asleep. A lot of people have debated whether this is a depiction of Jesus or the Antichrist. I think it's the Christ. So this is like transcending dimensions. Might have to turn this volume down. All right, in case it got too loud, I do believe this is a representation of Christ, and that was like the ship, like accelerating through dimensions to come. And so this looks like the uvula to me, and the mouth. Also, is pretty symbolic, like our pineal gland, our uvula, the word, the power of the word. This looks like Shiva, I think, the Hindu destroyer. Jesus is, he's a fisher of men. If you look, a lot of people are coming to Jesus right now, a lot. And so a lot of this seems really like accurate and symbolic. This is obviously God shining something. So this is a penis. This is obviously very phallic. And I think this is like a representation of the attack on our sexuality. Sexuality and everything is obviously a beautiful thing, but we're very confused and corrupted as society. So it looks like it's shining a light on this harlot, on this corrupt part of us. It's finally going to be exposed. The red light, the whore, the boobs, and there's counting on the walls. Like, it's been a long time that we've been, the blood, see, the blood's gone, it's cleaned. Like, something happened here. God came and changed that. Shiva, I'm pretty sure, is a god of death and destruction and rebirth, like the destruction of the old world. And here you see Jesus coming and destroying the old world. To me, this is saying the second coming of Christ and getting rid of the old world. It scared this demon off. So this demon, there's some kind of collapse of society going on here. And now, because of these things, these broken people have a chance to wake up. Death is orchestrating this whole thing. Looks like a rebirth of some kind. There's the moon there. There could be symbols in the moon. At a beautiful new city, some kind of rebirth. Could be like Revelation, the new earth, the new heaven. Another deity celebrating during this time. Looks like a Native American deity. I don't know who it is. He's going to transform, so it's like we're coming into a new age. This is probably in their prophecies, so that like death no longer has a hold on this or something. And these are lotus flowers, enlightenment, representing enlightenment, rebirth. This is amazing because this happened before Notre Dame collapsed, and it's like super accurate. If you look, you can see, you can compare this like 1-to-1, just like with the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers, this video was made after, but this video was made before this happened at Notre Dame. And it's like a 1-to-1 accurate representation of what it looked like collapsing. So it's just crazy that could even happen. Again, there could be all kinds of symbolism in these shapes. Something weird over there in those clouds. It deliberately panned that way to show us. Can't tell you what it was. So this is the end, and it's also hugely symbolic. Go read Revelation. You'll be able to connect some dots probably that I haven't seen here. But the pyramids are obviously very symbolic. They're very ancient, and it's showing that some kind of destruction is going to happen that's even going to take down the pyramids. So, in Revelation it talks about the angels and the horns and these burning mountains from the sky, something to that effect. It seems pretty obvious that the earth is going to be hit by a celestial body at some point. And it looks like in here it's representing that even the pyramids aren't going to withstand it. Not sure the symbols. I do see the one symbol here in the scorpion, and that is directly from Revelation. It says there will be all these different signs and events, and one of the events is that these like multitudes of like flying creatures or something are going to come out, and they're going to torment men, but men won't die, and they'll beg for death, and they have the tails of scorpions, and it describes them more, but that's to me what that symbolizes. That's pretty much all I really see here, except for the obviousness that something big, this is, you know, showing something really big is going to happen. One thing that's also really interesting, if you look especially like in this is a really old video, but some of it almost feels like AI, and like little things like that. I don't know. It seems like it'd be a weird thing to animate, and the way that those things are moving. You know, whatever AI we got, you know, the government or whatever powers had it, but long before we did. But yeah, that's my take on it. This video isn't just Hierophant. I don't know what Fant means. Helio is sun. That's symbolic too. Earth orbiting the sun. So I would really love to hear what these artists have to say. What inspired them. One of the most fascinating to me was this, because I'm pretty positive this video was made after this event. So like it seems like someone got some kind of vision, some kind of insight. But yeah, really interesting video. Be really interesting to hear what y'all think. That's my take on it. Thanks for watching.